What's up, everybody? uh, just ate some ice cream. I'm kind of uh raw voice. Yeah, we're gonna cover the raw voice. Anyways, we're back in World of Tanks, and we're back in our fight to basically grind our way to the Tortoise at this moment. Now, as you can see, I'm basically running low on premium days account. Well, sorry, premium account time, whatever you want to call it. And that being said, I already have some cash and experience boosts from the clan for free XP and credits. And I'm gonna activate the reserve of experience for my own stockpile. So we're gonna try at least to make this count. As I said in the previous live stream, whilst I was enjoying, quote unquote, the pleasure of playing this, I'm gonna save up my blueprints for when the time comes to research the badger. And as you can see, we're gonna start a little battle order analysis video, kind of. And as you can see, we have one artillery, we are at tier 10, and we are on Ruinberg. Theoretically, at least, we should be in a pretty decent position. Although we are not top tier and we are fighting basically tier 10s, we should have a decent chance of if not surviving, at least doing quite a little bit of damage in this battle. And it is important to underline the fact that in all of these battles, I said it once and I'll say it again for as many times as it's necessary, to make everybody understand the fact that if you want to do well in World of Tanks, the very first thing you need to do is to survive the game. By that I mean, it's not a good idea to... Okay, let's just stay a little bit back. It's not a good idea to just go in guns blazing, gun-ho style, and die in the first 2 minutes of the game, because you're not gonna achieve much. The longer you keep your gun in play, the more damage you can do and the more use you are to your team. Now, can't really do much with that easy 4 over there, but I'm gonna farm a few shots into him if I can. I've already hit him once, twice, and he's kind of upset, and I don't really blame him. A mere tier 8 has basically took 468 health off of him, so that's not gonna be good. Now, the moment I'm gonna... Yep. I don't know why I was expecting that one, but I am, so... Everybody, it's shooting at me, and you know what? Oh. I didn't manage to fall back fast enough, so yeah, kudos to him for taking me out. Anyways, back to the game. Let's see what the hell we're gonna do next, because as you know, my primary line is the Badger and the secondary is the... what's it called? I already forgot. The Minotauro, which... pretty good tech line, this one. The Italian tank destroyers. And I say this because they are a very good blend. They offer a very good blend of firepower, mobility, and armor protection. And now we are in Ghost Town. We are tier 8 in a tier match again. And to be honest and fair with you, I'm not gonna complain that much. My first instinct is to camp on A4 over there to my right, but what I need to always keep in mind is the fact that this thing doesn't have the best accuracy. Although I should okay, so we have a Porsche 155, two Porsches 155, and a Charioteer going up, and a plethora of mediums going towards the hill. They're basically going to assault the one line as per usual. Now, these guys should be able to offer pretty convincing supporting fire for those guys, so what I'm thinking is basically going there and supporting the mediums from up close. Now, as you can see them, they're making what I think is a mistake by sitting right in the back, not advancing. And this is a mistake because in World of Tanks, you need to occupy decent positions at the beginning of the game and as soon as possible so you can have an impact on the early game action. Now, we only see an AMBT, and we have, what, 2, 4, 6 tanks here. And apparently the Forge 155 has a similar idea to mine. I'm not gonna blame the Leopard, because the armor of the Leopard is basically non-existent. And they already took out the AMBT. Let's see, we already plunged one into the T50. What is that? Okay, we have a guerrilla up the hill, and the 122 TM. What's time marked? What the hell does that come from? What should that mean? So yeah, basically right now, as you can see, I'm trying to angle my armor towards the threat that is in front of me, and this guy is not really helping me, and we got jumped by artillery here. Not a good position to be hit by artillery. Right now I'm gonna go back and calling the fact that I'm reloading and I only have 15 seconds left. But okay, so that basically means that we're gonna let our artillery kill this guy because we don't really have that much chances against him. And we can, or we should be able to draw him in a trap, but only if and only if he comes out. Now the problem I have right about now is that we are losing. Our artillery is threatened. I don't know what the guys from the hill did, but if you ask me, they should have relocated somewhere else closer to the action, because right now we're basically done. We have a... oh, we actually managed to equalize the score, but you see, this is why it's hard to predict how these things are gonna go. And no, I don't have a shot. Honestly, right now we're in a bit of a pickled situation because nobody's spotting there. Can I hit this guy? Yeah. So I managed to hit the plant one in the T-32, but that's not gonna help our team that much. As you see, we are only on, what, 775 damage done, and we received a pretty big impact straight to our sides from that artillery player, so things are not looking good for us. But you need to remember one thing: we are tanks, and like it or not, tanks are mobile vehicles. So plant one into the Jagdpanzer E100, and I planted one again into the D32. Now I'm just gonna wait here and reload. Only have 16 seconds left to reload. Can I just see if I can? No, there's no need. This guy is out. The Conway. Do I have a clear line of sight to him? No, I don't. He's behind those buildings. It's kind of a difficult situation, to be honest with you. Okay. Now. And yeah, I missed. Okay. So, this is one of the, I'm not gonna call it weak spots, but disadvantages of this particular tank. What? Okay, so we're basically reloading. Gonna tell my team I'm reloading because they're probably expecting me to do something. And I really can't do much because, as I said earlier, I am reloading, so not gonna be able to do anything about what's happening over here. Now we're reloaded. We're gonna do the sneaky thing, and we're gonna let the Skoda T50 spot the Conway. Let's see what we can do. We are on 1500 damage so far. Let's see if we can do a little bit more. He's spotted already. The artillery hit him, so that's bad. And there we go. The Conway is there, and the Gorilla 15 took out the the Foch 155. And now the Conway is gonna come right about here, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we're only 2 tanks in play, and I'm already spotted. Yeah, and I'm done, basically. The Skoda T50 just hit there in the corner, and he actually managed to do some damage to the Gorilla 15, so that was a pretty bad match for us, to be honest with you. Not exactly happy, but what you gonna do? Oh, and I actually got a crew member and a token. How delightful. Anyways, I'm curious to see how we did actually. So we did 25. We got 25,000 credits and 684 XP. And yeah, top 6. Never really could. Never actually managed to take out the best from that particular tank. You know, it's kind of a difficult situation. I don't know why. And I think the ideal tank destroyer with an autoloader would be something like the Foch that has a lot of damage, fires quickly, and has a relatively decent reload time with when reloading the whole cassette. Now, Foch be damned, we are using the AT-15, and the AT-15, as you can see, has a 4.1 second reload time, which is actually very good. Now, back to our ships. We're in a tier 8 battle. We are on Erlenberg, and we only have one artillery in play, but we have 3 light tanks per team, which is going to make our life a little bit more difficult. And that is because if we don't manage to basically take them out at the beginning of the battle, we're gonna have a lot of problems closer to the end of the battle. If, of course, they survive. And that is because no matter how many tanks are going to be alive, even if there's only 1 or 2 lights, they can cause a lot of problems for us. And the Rheinmetall in front of us is using the wrong gun, using the 150 or 155 millimeter gun. Which, to be honest with you, and was never a fan of that weapon. I had the Rheinmetall Waffenträger, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite tank destroyers. That thing was really accurate, had very good penetration, and it was really sneaky. You could actually play that thing kind of like the sniper tank destroyer, which, to be honest with you, is the role for it. It's not the kind of TD like this, actually, or like the Contracaro that we played earlier. This thing doesn't like to get into it. It's just like stay back, snipe, and that's it. And again, this is not a very good idea. He's going up in front. The god is staying back. And this is a big mistake from his part because he doesn't really have the gun depression. And he has no spotting done over in this area of the map. So it's not an ideal situation to advance as a tank destroyer. Now, if the LHMTV, the light, would come around here, that would be a different situation because we would actually know what we are fighting against on this side of the map. Whilst we don't, and we should really be careful to our right side. The 0 line. Let me just zoom the map. As you can see, most of the action is going on at the center of the map, but as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 tanks that are coming in from this direction, and they are threatening the base. Not only that, we are in a very bad situation in the city. So basically, I'm thinking right about now it would be a very good moment to reposition myself, because whenever those tanks will come to our base, and apparently they already are, judging by the fact that the artillery is really taking a beating. Sorry, judging by the fact that the artillery is dead. Yeah, that's not good. Not good at all. And the fact of the matter is, when you're playing this tank, is one of those situations that you are committed to a flank. You don't really have the opportunity to change your mind mid-battle, because this thing doesn't have the mobility, and that's why I chose to remain close to the base, precisely because of this situation. So as you can see, our base is captured, but we have no spotters there. Oh. Boom, and we managed to track him. And another one. Perfect. And we actually managed to take out one of the lights. And yeah, do we have a shot on the UDES? We don't. As I said, this is why you don't go very far away from the base as a heavy tank destroyer player. Okay, the guard is coming towards me. I missed. I tracked him. And he's out. Now, let's see. Plant 1. 2. Missed. Okay. I don't know where that one went to. So he's out. And he's out. And I'm out. I've actually managed to do 2000 damage, so pretty happy about that. And I've overall sorry. And I also killed 2 enemy tanks, so I would say it was a pretty decent result. And as I said earlier, in this situation, sorry, it's not a good idea to go far away from the base and it's not a good idea to leave the lights alive if you have more than 2 at the beginning of the battle, because as you can see, our ELC is way up north. They're gonna start looking for him. Now, they have what? 8 enemy tanks left? Yeah. And I don't really see the situation in which the lone ELC could actually take out the 8 remaining enemy tanks. Although, let's see what he does. So he actually scored a few hits on the UDES. The UDES scored a hit on him. What he gonna do? Boom. And yeah, he's dead. Brave attempt. Ali Red Rom Valentine's is dead. Good job, mate. Good job. Now let's see the results of our little experiment here. I'm actually quite curious to see it. Because I had a few shots, especially it was that T-32, that were like, where did that went, you know? And guess what? I'm number 1 on damage. Okay. Okay, I only got 327 base XP, which... Wow. So the Red Room Valentines had basically 2000 damage done and 2500 damage from assistance, which is unbelievable. Congratulations to him. Now back to our little situation. We are back at 42,200 research points, and things are moving really slow. As you can see, we have the resources basically to create a fragment, but to be honest with you, I don't really want you to do it because I'm gonna have to research the badger, and let's go back a little bit. 235,000 experience. Yeah, that's steep. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have the Tortoise unlocked way before I have the credits to buy it. Now that being said, let's keep on playing because I have that booster and I want to use all of it. I'm curious to see how the next one is going to play. Oh my god, this is not the ideal environment for this tank at all, but again, unfortunately, we are still at tier 8. Right now, my plan for this one, I'm not gonna go on the left, you know, the heavy tank alley, simply because the artillery is probably gonna be focused on them. Instead, I'm gonna go back around here, use the low lines, and move towards the enemy base. Hopefully, my teammates are competent enough to support me in doing just that, or rather, I'm going to support them in their quest to basically occupy someplace. And as you can see, they are way up in front because they have the mobility, and we are almost at our top speed. And there we go, 25 kp each. So yeah, not exactly speed demon, this tank destroyer. And I'm gonna go right about down here because I don't really want to get spotted this soon, this early into the battle. And we apparently already have our first casualty. The ELC 190 has gone down. Now let's just gonna have to focus on our battle here, because we only have the T-44 in front to spot for us, and we have a, yep, should really go back here because something is coming. Oh my god, the miel, whatever. And suddenly a wild burrasque appeared. Where's he? Where are they firing from? I can't really... Apparently I can't hit anything, which is kind of weird. Dudes. Okay, things are... let's gonna call them interesting. The burrasque over there is... Genius move, my friend. Genius move. What can I say? You are smart. As smart as they come, really. And yeah. And I missed it. Mr. Progetto. You know what? It would be a great idea to push right about now, because we have that other flank is going down, and these guys are not in a position to basically do much to me. Although I'm gonna request assistance. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. I'm not gonna move anywhere fast. I've been spotted, and as I said, I'm not gonna move anywhere too quickly unless I have some support. Because if I don't have any support, that ELC is gonna run rings around me, and I don't really want to do that. It would be the death by 1,000 cuts, to be honest with you. Kind of curious. So the ELC had a sudden had on what I can only describe as a sudden rush of shit to the brain, and thought it was a good idea to do that. Not really a fan, I suppose. Anyways, be careful here and here and here, because we're gonna go out in the open. I don't really want to do that, and I'm spotted. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but yep, there you go. He's somewhere around here. That's basically his position. The meal was asking me where. Well, there. You guys are the mediums. You should really think about moving up. No offense. But whatever you do, you should really think about doing it quickly, because our teammates are getting demolished on that side of the map. Okay. Jesus Christ. Seriously, guys? Seriously? Like, this is actually stupid of you. You should never do that. Yeah. We can't do much for him. Just gonna go and send it on this side and hopefully not get destroyed in the process. I want to say a lot of bad things about them, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. 0 damage, 0 spotting, 0 nothing, and all of it because of medium tanks player who don't know how to play the tanks. I'm gonna say this once, and I'm gonna repeat it for how much ever it takes. If you are playing a light or a medium tank, it is not your place to sit back and snipe. Okay? That is the job for artillery and tank destroyers. You need to be up there, second line, supporting the heavies in their assault, and spotting if there are no lights in the battle. That's your purpose as a medium tank. Flank and support, and also spot. If you're not able to do any of those, just don't play medium tanks. It's a waste of time for you. It's a waste of time for everybody else in the team. Okay? I was playing an assault tank destroyer, so theoretically a heavily armored tank destroyer, and I was basically pushing, because we had no heavy tanks on that flank. I was pushing right there up in the front, and I had no support initially. You saw it. So I had 2 so-called sniper mediums in the back, and I had to spot and do everything by myself. And at some point I actually had found myself with a light tank in the back, in my back, which, for those of you who actually played the heavy and slow tank destroyers, know that is not a position in which you want to find yourself in. It's not comfortable, it's not okay, it's not good for anybody involved. Now, back to our little gameplay. Now, whilst the AT-15 is still in battle, we're gonna basically try and do something with the Lorraine 155-51. Which basically means we're gonna try and turned the day into a very bad day for anybody who we encounter. And though we're at tier 10, how surprising. Now, one thing I love about artillery is that is not exactly phased by playing at a higher tier than themselves. And for those of you who say that RT is bad and so on and so forth, I think the artillery is basically the only thing that stands between teams and one of those Sitzkrieg situations, you know, camping wars, especially on Malinovka. I remember when nobody was basically pushing, and it was like, yeah, everybody was kind of waiting for everybody else to make the first move, and it was kind of a dangerous situation and an unpleasant one of that, to be honest with you. Now, my CS-63 is gonna go up the hill, and hopefully we'll have something to shoot at, although I am doubting it. Now, one important aspect about the artillery is that it's a very good idea to stay as close as you can to the battlefield, and that's why, you know, the longer it takes for, wow, 728 shock damage, that's great. The longer it takes the shell to travel, the less accurate you are. The less accurate you are, the less damage you make. The less damage you make, the poor your results are, and so on and so forth. Oh, what happened there? Pretty much hit him. Probably the tracks absorbed it, because otherwise I don't have any ideas of what could have happened over there. Anyways, now, as the situation stands, it wouldn't be the worst idea for me to basically go right up, because I can actually aim and I can reduce the time it takes for my shells to basically hit the target. Right now we're under we're at 1.6 seconds. Boom. He's out. No, it's not. They can't really pen his lower plate. Pretty sure they can't do that from that angle anyways, so the next thing I need to take care of is the E5, which is gonna have a little nasty shock right about now. Oh, lucky son of a gun. And the Conqueror is trying to come up from the hill, but he's kind of alone right about now, so he's in a bad situation. Should never do that. Okay, 1.6 now. Perfect. That was actually a perfect shot. We managed to take out his tracks, and that's basically all it matters. Because if he's tracked, he can't move, and fortunately, he's not gonna be able to move anywhere fast. And we hit it for 250 almost. Yeah. These guys are moving kind of slow towards him, so yeah. We're gonna let the Conqueror to its fate. and take advantage of one of the more funny things about this particular artillery, and that we can actually move, surprisingly enough. We can move quite fast, and right now we're doing 50 kph. And why is it important? Because that ELC might think that it is a great idea. No, I cannot hit him. Anyways, if they are moving towards the base, towards our base, then the first instinct would be to basically go out and see if the artillery is in the usual artillery haunts. And in this particular case, the artillery is where it's supposed to be, and that is close to the tanks. And wow, we actually ruined the day of the TNH one. Was that 105 1000? Oh yeah, this is how you're supposed to play it as naughty. Don't really have the option of, you know, staying back, especially when the games are moving so quickly. And unfortunately, for the time being, we don't really have that much to shoot at. Let's try and hit the object. I'm pretty sure we can make a hit here. Okay. Let's keep on giving on. Oh, the TNH is out, and it's going to be the Conqueror's turn. Although pretty upset by the fact that he's kind of mobile, which means he can do things. But yeah, can't do that much. I'm just gonna keep on hitting him till he's out, basically. And it's a pretty good situation. Oh, artillery. Can we take a counter battery hit? Oh no. Okay, so he's basically in shock, so that's not good. And we are almost to close to 2000 in assistance damage. D100 took care of that god. And let's see. And he's in shock again. Oh. Yeah. Pretty decent match. Very good team. GG. Go, go, go. Look, we are doing kind of great, to be honest with you. But where is that? Oh. It was taken out, so no worries there. And we only have a second degree mastery badge. Kind of unfortunate, with 3380 experience. And we are in top, what, 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, we're in top 7. In 7th place on our team with an artillery, which is pretty good result. I'm curious to see how the artillery did. So he actually did less damage than I did. He did 1020, but that's still a respectable score for an artillery. Gonna apply the multiplier to earn 7,000 or 7,000 experience from this battle. As you can see, oh, we can actually make blueprints, but we're not gonna make any blueprints. Fortunately, I don't have enough universal pieces to make as much or as many blueprints as I would have wanted to, so that's that. And again, we're at tier 8, and as you can see, we have no artillery in play for this one. So my idea is basically I'm gonna stay back and play the sniper, and hopefully my teammates, one second, are going to be decent enough so that I wouldn't really get too exposed, because I'm not afraid to get hit. I am afraid of being surrounded. That's the difference. We're gonna basically pick our spot here. The usual haunt, sorry, for tank destroyers, and there we go, our very first client. Whoa, easy does it. Oh, I bounced. What an unfortunate situation, to be honest with you. It's just oh, can we hit anything? That's basically my problem with this whole situation. Okay. Can I hit the CS? No. The force. Okay, so we can't really. I actually hit him. That one missed. Unfortunately. Come on. Oh. Why is the game moving so badly? You tracked. That's kind of a difficult situation. Basically, this is going to be a brawl. A classic brawl. See if we can. Oh. Not good. Not good at all. We are down 2 tanks right about now. And the enemy team is still basically winning. And kind of upset I can't do much about these heavy tanks. Because the TNH, for instance, is only showing me his turret, and I couldn't penetrate his armor right there. The T-32 is again not showing you much skin to work with, and basically the base is getting ran over. Okay, let's wow, that's one hell of a lot of misses, to be honest with you. That bounced. That one went in again. And I missed. What is going on with all of these shots? Seriously now. Yeah, it's not a very best situation. Let's see how we have. Oh, it's 411 meters. So they're far away. And they just chose violence. That's good. I can actually score some damage. Oh, the big bad Tan Destroyer actually took out. Yup. That doesn't look good. Like at all. So. Boom. And we're basically out of tanks. Yeah, Mill 1951 is out. Not gonna recover. Not gonna use my repair kit. Yep, that's great. Keep on shooting. I don't care. Shoot as long as you want to. Oh, the Rheinmetall boxing Waffenträger is appearing out of nowhere. And no, you're not. And that's it. I'm pretty much safe here. Oh boy. Feels like the snake went out. Oh, whoa, whoa. That was bad. Pretty much alone here. Gonna have to pick my poison, and my poison is going to be the RHM. Boom. And boom. Well, we did that. It's oh, come on. Well, we actually did 3,375 damage. So could have been better? Yes. Could have been worse? A lot worse. Yeah. I wonder if I. Wow, third degree mastery badge? Seriously? And of course, well, and I haven't actually earned a heavy caliber. Interesting. And they're still up 14,000 credits. We actually did 3,375 and we actually did 1.8k from more than 300 meters away. So that is actually pretty good. And we had 938 base experience. So yeah. That would have been a great battle. But what you gonna do? You win some, you lose some. Actually, there's one thing I really forgot about. And that's 4%. Hold on a second. That's 4%. So I can use any of these stupid camos. And now my concealment is better. And hold on a second. Can actually use to, yeah. Let's just keep on trucking. We only have 6 minutes of we only got 6 minutes of boost left, so that's not gonna be fun. Let's check out the roster. We are on highway tier 8. We also have some tier 7s here. Now, this is one of those battles in which I'm gonna go and pick violence in the city, and only because of the fact that we have artillery in play, and this thing is slow, and I don't really want to expose it too much to artillery fire, because as you saw early, a decent artillery player can wreak havoc on the enemy team, especially if it has really decent teammates. So that being said, I'm gonna basically go in the city and make sure I got as little of the tank's hull exposed as possible. So that's basically our game plan for this one. Now, that being said, I'm still kind of nervous right about now because we are close to the beginning of the battle, and wow, the Crusader SP has an interesting strategy over here. I'm gonna comment on it and see how it pans out. That being said, we have, looking only at the map, we have 3 mediums, well, 2, that are picking violence, choosing violence on the hill, and we have a light that is basically, oh, so apparently the tank destroyers are right up there. So right about now, from this point forward, I'm kind of stuck to the city, whatever I choose and whatever else happens into the battle right about now. The concerning thing is we haven't encountered any enemy tanks in the town so far, so that's gonna be an issue because most likely all of the enemy team is somewhere in that into this area of the map. Oh, and apparently we have a Tiger P and an IS, which basically means pay dirt for us because they're heavy tanks of a lower tier. So let's see what we can do to them. Basically, not gonna comment too much on it for the time being, and see what happens. These two idiots are kind of caught in the crossfires. They're not moving. Anyways, the Contracaro is there. And yeah. What are you guys doing over here? The M4I. Pretty sure has it under control over there. Seriously, dude? Seriously? Now this is a bad situation to be in, dude. Let me get the fuck back. Fucking idiots. Really? Anyways, they're fucking afraid of a fucking KV4. Fucking unbelievable. No, you're not going anywhere quick. That's for sure. Now, I'm gonna keep on hitting you till you basically give up. Come on. And that didn't exactly pan out as I wanted it to. Jesus, how stupid that every tank drive is. You wouldn't believe, anyways. Back when the Tiger 1 and the MWY, whatever, I wanted to go back around, but remember my really good top speed and maneuverability and acceleration? Well, I couldn't do it, so because of the fact that I couldn't do it, I was actually blocked by those two smart guys. And when I wanted to go back, they just thought, okay, we're gonna withdraw as well. Which, to be honest, I didn't want to withdraw. I just want to reposition. Anyways, this is World of Tanks. Stuff like this can happen, and if it can happen, it will happen. Especially if it's bad for your health. Now, I don't know why the ISU is asking for help right about now, but who knows? We might find out sooner or later. That being said, it'd be a good idea to kind of hang back around here. Wow. Jesus. Oh my God, what the? What the actual happened there? Yeah, that happened. Anyways, so we actually made 2234 XP from basically the last hour of playing. And I'm curious to see what we did in the last battle with the 80-50, but probably not that much. Anyways, that being said, it's kind of late in the evening for me. I have other engagements tonight. So that being said, I am going to leave you for tonight, and we're gonna see you around, and I'm gonna catch you back next